Hey everyone, this is Martin from howtomakemobilegames.com on January the 1st now. It's official, it's 2016. Here in Shanghai, China. I don't know, maybe some parts of the world are still in 2015. You'll have to excuse my voice in this video. I've had a really bad fever this past week because the weather temperature just dropped so much recently, and I was out in a forest in Shanghai, walking around a park. I didn't have enough layers on, and basically, excuse me, I picked up this terrible cold, and it's just been killing me for like 4 days. But I'm getting over it. But you know, you have to forgive my poor voice at the moment. But everyone, Happy New Year, 2016. Merry Christmas as well for the last week. I've not done a video on the free YouTube channel in probably a couple of months. And yeah, it's been a while because I've been doing the pro videos on the pro YouTube channel, and also in the pro section of the howtomakemobilegames.com site. So if you've not seen those, definitely go on to howtomakemobilegames.com and then click on the top section, which just says pro videos, and that's a $3 subscription per month. But that's where I'm doing all the videos now. Looking forward to a great 2016. Really excited. 2015, I'm not going to do like a look back on it right now. I think I'm going to be talking about something else in this video, but definitely going to have some kind of plan for 2016 and share a video on the channel for you guys. But I hope everyone had a great Christmas, and New Year in 2015 was good for you as well. So anyway, this video is a video response to one of the guys that posted on the pro section in the forum. So what I did is last week I did a video called using chartboost CPC campaigns advertising. CPC is cost per click, where you pay for one click if you're advertising your game. So I did a video about that in the pro section, and I got a response here from XDebugX, who's on the forum a lot. So hey XDebugX, thank you for the post, man. And all the replies and sharing your information as well. So I thought I'd share this video on the free channel as well, and just to let you guys know that I'm still alive, barely. And I do a video response to this as well, since this is what I'm focusing on right now. CPC campaigns, and then I also tested an Admob campaign recently, and I'm going to share some of the stats now. So basically, so let's just look through what XDebugX said. So his response was, "Nice video, Martin. You might want to try Admob for CPC iOS campaigns as well, because I was doing Admob campaigns for Android is the test that I did, not for iOS." The thing I like about Admob is they have the double click protection, so it cuts down, excuse me guys, so it cuts down a lot on the misclicks and accidental clicks. On a CPC campaign, this is important also, that your landing page looks good, like you said. So yeah, what happens on iOS ads, I think on Admob, we've not used them in a while, Admob, but what I saw was the ads appear, a banner ad, you click on it, and then a button will appear on the ad saying visit site or install. So the user has to click twice on the ad, and what that does is it stops the advertiser for paying for misclicks, because sometimes a user will be tapping all over the phone and they might accidentally tap the banner or the interstitial or whatever, and in that case the advertiser has to pay, but the user's not really interested in their game or their site. So that means you're just paying for misclicks. So what they did is they added in that extra pop-up which says visit site after you click it once, so the user has to click twice. So on a CPC campaign this is important, yes, because you don't want misclicks. Also that your landing page looks good. Yeah, on iOS you do get like the icon plus the screenshot to show. I've not used iOS 9 much at all, I don't think. The most recent one I've seen is iOS 8. So, but the cool thing is a landing page on iOS 8 or 9 includes the icon and the first screenshot, and also in search as well. So generally users can see a lot when they are doing when they're browsing in the iOS App Store, which is much better than just seeing an icon. As you said, Admob does the double click on their banner ad app install ads, where you click it once and it puts a button that says install, and then if they click that button, it takes them to the App Store listing and counts the click. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure that they have this feature for iOS ads though, so you might want to try to confirm this. Yeah, I can't remember whether it was iOS or Admob that has this feature right now, because we've not put banner ads in our games for a few months now. Actually, it's been a good few months, maybe like 5 months or something. We've mainly been using Chartboost, AppLovin, and Amazon banner ads. We still have those in some of our games, but we've not put those in for a while either. We're now just started to check out Unity ads as well. So you're just sharing some stats here. So I just released a new app for iOS and advertised it with some Admob, not to boost ranking or even to get installs for less than what the app makes, but more to give it an app seed, give the app a seed or starting user base. For some reason, none of my apps on iOS seem to get any initial promotion. They usually get less than 10 to 20 installs per day, even for the first week. Yeah, so that's I get what you mean about this seed. It's like the initial push to increase the rank of the game. That's something that we've been talking more about with our games as well recently, for Cobble Play and for Panda Tap. Is giving them, when we launch a new game on Google Play, is putting in a little bit of money just to push it up the rank, because we also launch games still on Google Play, and some of them don't even get like 2 downloads a day, really. And that's the truth for most indie app developers out there. It's you know, that's we don't often read about that, but that is true for most of the developers. They'll put the game into the store, it'll just sync the excuse me, sync to the bottom of the search results, you know, and anything past, say, position 15 or 20 is unlikely to get any like good downloads. You need to be in the top 10 or top 5 is ideal, the best position. And in order to reach that position, it might need an initial push through some paid advertising in order to reach that rank. It's the fastest way to do it, and it might be the cheapest as well. In fact, if you are paying for staff to do, say, you know, to spread the word, or if you're doing some kind of review exchange, it might just be cheaper to do like a CPC campaign, that's cost per click, or CPI, which is cost per install, but that can be more expensive. On iOS as well, it seems like you're getting some low downloads. 10 to 20 installs per day is quite low. For our recent games, I think we've sort of managed to average around 200 a day. But it's really important is the theme of the game, the icon, the screenshot, the name, and the keywords. If it's, depending on the type of game, just depending on what the game theme is or what type it is, or for example, like a slots game, we have a slots game that I'm going to talk about in a moment, only gets like 3-4 downloads a day. Whereas another game, which is one of our, say, like kill games, gets like 200, and then the other game, the one with the highest downloads at the moment, gets around 500 to 600 downloads a day, which is great on an iOS, and we're not doing any promotion. That was just ASO, making an interesting icon, checking out the target keywords, and I've talked loads about that in the videos, as you guys know. So anyone out there who's looking for some ASO videos, as I said at the beginning, check out the pro section on the howtomakemobilegames.com channel, because I do speak about ASO, App Store optimization, quite a lot, and keywords as well. So yeah, 10 to 20 is quite low. So I'm guessing that's because of maybe the theme or the keywords, the title, screenshots, and so on. So I wanted to try to at least give it a small seed user base. It's the type of people, it's the type of app people show their friends. So hopefully it will grow from there. That's cool. Yeah, definitely. Having some kind of social feature, or the game naturally has that type of theme where people will share with their friends. Here's the Admob stats for my campaign below. I only ran the ads for about 6 days with a spending limit of $50 per day. Okay, I set the bids per cost per click to 10 cents, but my ads were fulfilled at about 0.03 cents. Okay, cool. $0.03, sorry. Per click CPC. So a lot of the times on Admob, your actual CPC cost will be lower than your bid, unless you're doing a huge campaign, then it might cost more to meet the impressions needed. Yeah, so I've seen that with Admob as well. Even if you bid like a high cost per click, it might cost you a lot less because it's based on a bidding system, and it's not it doesn't cost you exactly how much you said per click. It's a little bit confusing actually. Chartboost is a little clearer, and I don't know which one is best right now. But Chartboost CPC, for example, right now we're paying 4 cents for one campaign and 6 cents for another campaign. That's 6 in China, by the way. That's why I keep on doing that. I'm not doing the hello, I'm doing the 6 in China. So it costs 6 cents or 4 cents, so you can increase that as well. So it always costs that amount with Chartboost. So let's take a look at the stats. So you said you spent $50 a day, and we're looking at the impressions there. So that went pretty high. And the total cost was $301 you spent by the looks of it. Party Light iOS. So anyone who's watching, check out Party Light iOS by XDebugX, definitely. It's this one here. Yeah, I can see a Party Light on the top left. Okay. Looks like a dancing light app. Yeah, definitely check it out, guys. I'll put a link to it as well, XDebugX. If you send me the link, I'll put it in the description. So you guys who are watching, check out the description as well. You can see it. $50 a day, you set your budget, you got the impressions of 1.2 million, click-through rate of 0.71. That's, I guess that's okay. I don't actually know on Admob if that's good or not. Conversions is ranked as 0 because you weren't tracking it. Yeah, so you need some kind of tracking. So you spent $300 overall. So I didn't set up conversion tracking. Oh, excuse me, guys. It's cold. Excuse me, sorry. This cold is killing me. So I didn't set up conversion tracking, but I can show you the installs for those days in iTunes Connect. So yeah, this is interesting. So 184 on the 20th, and yeah, so an average of like 150. I think you mentioned it a little later, and then down on the 25th, 26th. So that's pretty interesting. That's good as well. Obviously, it's free, and he said it was a new app. Yeah, it was a new app, so it might have been getting some organic or new installs, even though my previous apps seemed to get very little. So maybe if you do this ad campaign, guys, maybe if you want to see the impact truly, maybe don't do it during the beginning of an iOS launch, because you always get some kind of boost in the beginning. But if you want to add to that boost, yes, do it. But if you just want to see what's the actual impacts of the ad campaign, don't do it through that first week. But you'd have to test the 2 time periods, to see which one works and which fits your target as well. So it might have been getting some organic, even though my previous app seemed to get very little. Yeah. So, but install rate was around 180 installs per day, and I was paying $50 per day in Admob. It means I'm probably getting installs for around 0.3 per install. So that's pretty good. Yeah. The cheapest CPI on Chartboost, I think for the US right now, I don't know where you were targeting, but on the US was 90 cents now, I think, depending on the category, but it's about 90 cents. It used to be 50 cents, but it's now 90. So 30 cents per install is good, but I don't think you mentioned where you were targeting. So anyone who's doing like a CPC campaign or a CPI campaign, make sure that you choose your country. Target the US or Japan or Germany, or whichever country gives you the best ARPU, average revenue per user. You might want to set up conversion tracking for the types of advertising you're trying to achieve to know if you're paying less per install than the app makes per install. I might add, I didn't really do any targeting in my Admob campaign. I think I set it to every country, yeah, and all users. Might have targeted only the newer iPhones though. Yeah, so the app targeting maybe needs to be like clearer. Targeting obviously, like the best paying countries maybe, or the ones that you're trying to rank high for, or the ones that you think that you can rank high for, and also the devices as well. But still, 0.3 is a good install rate. I'm curious to see if like your app revenue went up in that time as well. But guys, definitely check out the game as well. If you're watching the video, so Party Light free, and I will put the description in the video down there. So give it a click, guys. Check it out. To elaborate on what I was talking about as well, so thanks for the response, XDebugX, that's awesome. The CPC that we did before, we actually stopped that, AdWords. So what you can do inside of Google Play, I can't think here, is you can go to the user acquisition section there, and you can click on AdWords campaign, and this will take you to the AdWords site where you can set up a campaign. You can do that there. I tried this way, but the one that we set up was actually a search network only. So what excuse me, oh dear. Sorry guys, it's disgusting on the video, my apologies. So what we were trying to do was target specific searches for our game. So this campaign one here, we set up the campaign for You Escape Sometimes 2. I set a budget of $5 per day, and I spent $5.5, around 5.5 per day, yeah. And the ad group that I was targeting for this one, these are the specific searches I was targeting. You can see here were Super Mario World, Super Mario platform games. So let's just take a look at those three. I got 31 clicks, 1,235 impressions, and the cost was $22.55. So $22 for 3 installs. So that's around $7 each per install, which is a huge amount of money to pay for an install for this type of game. Super Mario as well. So trying to rank for the Super Mario search, if somebody types in Super Mario on Google Play or Google.com, then our game would appear on their phone at the top, or on, at least on the first page, or within the search results, okay? So that one for Super Mario was... spent $6.49 and got 2 installs. So that's, again, very expensive, I think. Platform games, where are we? Clicks 14, 1 install, and the cost was $6. So really expensive. So that's why I stopped it. Now this isn't a problem with Admob or AdWords. It's just because the campaigns that I was targeting were very expensive. Super Mario and platform games is very competitive. So what I was speaking to my friend the other day, just yesterday, because he did this and had more success with it, because he was targeting longer tail keywords and less competitive keywords in the app space, not the game space. Okay, and he said he was doing much cheaper. He was getting like 3 cents a click, and then like something like really cheap install as well. So I really have to play around with this, because AdWords is, I think, is a little bit complicated. There's a lot of stuff, as you can see here, all these buttons, and there's different types of campaigns. Like this was a search campaign. There's a direct app install campaign, which is CPI. There's different ad networks and so on. So it was a bit complicated. I didn't get this correct exactly. This was the other campaign that I was testing and spending like $12 a day roughly there. This was just one keyword phrase, which was platform games, because You Escape Sometimes 2 is a platform game, and I wanted our game to rank high in the platform game search. That was the test for this campaign, but it didn't work. I tracked the rank of the game in the platform game search using appanny.com, and there was no increase in the app ranking. Now it could be because if the ad appears in the App Store list and people click on it and download it, it doesn't affect the search ranking because it's an ad and it's not an organic search. The second reason is there just maybe wasn't enough volume. There wasn't enough downloads to actually impact the search rank for the game in that particular search phrase. So that could be the other reason. But platform games, there was 76 clicks, and it cost $68 for 7 conversions. So that's really expensive, of course. That's huge. Cost per conversion almost $10. So basically, I need to get better at this. I need to figure out a better way of doing it and a cheaper way of doing it. So I've paused all these campaigns now. I'm not doing that, but I might come back to it once I speak more with my friend and get some more information. Because yeah, that's pretty expensive. The other one that I am doing now, guys, just to quickly share this one as well. Let me find it. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Yep, there we go. So the other one that I'm doing right now is the a CPC campaign for Rich Drag Gambling. This is what I mentioned in this pro video here in more details. and I'm going to talk about it more in an upcoming video as well, and then give you the progress. But the cost per click, guys, is what we're paying right now is 2 campaigns in Chartboost, and it's a lot simpler for me. I understand this a lot more. I need to get more in depth with Admob or AdWords advertising. But I'm paying 4 cents for 1 click on this one and 6 cents for this one. It's not given a lot of impressions so far at all. So, for example, I'll show you this one, which I just started yesterday. This one, this targets all of the casino category, and let me just show you the past 7 days. It's only been going for like a day or so, something like that. Yeah, only 1 day in fact, and it's had 531 impressions and 17 clicks. Not registered any installs yet, but that might be a little bit delayed. The good thing is though, guys, is that we're spending very little money to do this. So if I go to the advertising tab here on the left side, I've only spent 68 cents yesterday on the 31st. That day was higher because that actually included the second campaign. The first campaign was only coming up to like 4 cents a day, so it wasn't getting many clicks and therefore not many installs. So we're testing this out, and basically the approach is to just see if we can increase the organic rank of the game, so the rank of the game on the iOS App Store, and just make sure on a day-to-day basis that we're spending less on ad revenue than we are making revenue. So for example, I'm going to be tracking the rank of this as well. Let me see, so graph, boot ups, uniques, money. So yesterday was a good day. 4 installs and it made $18.55, so that's really good. So our game got 4 installs and it made $18.55. A lot of impressions. Installs delivered was 3. Okay. But this game has a good ARPU, average revenue per user, is quite high, especially in the US. I talked more about this in the other video, but I'm going to do more of this, guys. I just wanted to quickly share that one. It's still too early for me to really talk about it in detail and tell you what worked and what didn't work. But I can say for AdWords is my approach didn't work, but I have heard from my friend that what he was doing did work, having the long tail keywords and also negative keywords, he called it, where it's like a mistyped word. So I've got to try that more. I've got to do what Debugx was saying as well, giving the games a bit of a boost in the beginning, especially on Google Play, and focusing more on CPC, because CPC can really give you some low-cost downloads if it's targeted correctly. You're targeting the right audience. Chartboost allows us to just target slots games or just target poker games or whatever we want, so that you get better conversions. So we're going to check this out. I'm going to see how this goes and keep a close eye on it. The good thing is, like I said with Chartboost, is we're only spending like, maybe this will turn up to be like a few dollars a day, which is great. I want to keep it low and see how it goes on a very small scale. I don't want this to turn into like $100 every day, because for us as a small business, that's just going to be, but we can't maintain that at all. It's not going to happen. So, but I'm going to track this carefully. Yeah, also the other thing is, just to mention quickly, tracking the ranking App Addy as well. Keeping an eye. I want to target. I want us to get high in the slots machine genre. Sorry, slots machine search in the iOS App Store. So if somebody types in slots machine or slot machine with no S, then our game will rank higher for that particular search, because it's a very specific search. And if we rank high in that one, then great, and we could get a lot more downloads for this game. But I'm going to be tracking this on App Addy as well, because that's really able to show us, hey, are we getting some more organic downloads? Is this affecting the rank or not? So far, not really. We did have these jumps recently. On the 18th, it went up to position 73, but that has nothing to do with the Chartboost campaign, because the Chartboost campaign started on the 24th, I think, or something like that. So it was after this date. But I'm going to be reporting on this as well, because I'm keeping a close eye on this for the next couple of weeks. And I'll tell you what works and what doesn't work. So more videos coming soon. That'll probably be on the Pro channel, by the way, guys. But I will be doing more videos on this free channel as well. But yeah, let me know if this was useful. And guys on the free channel, definitely come to the forum, howtomakemobilegames.com. It's only that pro section which is the subscription part, which is paid. All the other sections have an awesome community. You guys know who you are. Sharing a lot of the stats, answering questions, getting feedback on the games. The developer diary section is great if you want to talk about your game and how you built it, and do a little bit of promotion for it as well. Of course, tell people how to download your game. But I'm on there far more often, so definitely check it out, guys. And hopefully I'll see you on there, because I've not been on YouTube so much recently, but I am far more active on the howtomakemobilegames.com site. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think of this. Come and visit me. I'll be posting this game under the maybe the Martin's devlog section, and maybe the marketing section as well. So you can reply to me there and ask questions. I'll also put it in the pro section as well, just so that people can catch it there who are pro subscribers. So anyway, guys, have an awesome 2016. Have a great week. Have a good relaxed day with your family. Please have lots of food. All that good stuff, yeah, and I will speak to you soon. Happy developing. Bye-bye.